The Ukraine-Russia conflict has intensified, with both sides escalating their military operations. Russia's recent offensive, marked by a massive deployment of air and missile strikes, signals a significant shift in tactics. This analysis explores the details of the offensive, Ukraine's defensive strategies, and the broader implications for both nations and the international community. Russia launched a large-scale offensive aimed at crippling Ukraine's infrastructure and military capabilities. The offensive included the deployment of 236 air weapons, such as drones, cruise missiles, and high-speed missiles, making it the most extensive air assault since the conflict began. This operation indicates Russia's long-range objectives, beyond mere territorial gains. The offensive also highlighted Russia's advanced military technology, including Mig-31K and T95MS bombers. The scale of the operation, involving 127 long-range missiles and 109 kamikaze drones, suggests an intention to overwhelm Ukraine's defenses and cause significant damage to critical infrastructure. Despite the scale of the attack, Ukraine's air defense systems, bolstered by international support, have proven remarkably effective. Ukrainian forces managed to destroy 201 Russian aircraft, including 102 missiles and 99 attack drones, achieving a defense success rate of nearly 90%. This success reflects the resilience of Ukraine's military and the effectiveness of Western support. Russia's decision to launch such a large-scale offensive appears to be a desperate attempt to regain momentum in a conflict that has increasingly become a quagmire. The financial cost of the offensive, estimated at $1.3 billion, raises questions about the sustainability of Russia's military campaign. The reliance on air and missile strikes, while effective short-term, may not be sustainable given the financial and logistical strains on Russia. The Russian offensive has devastated Ukraine's civilian infrastructure. Key cities like Kyiv, Lviv, and Odessa have suffered significant damage, with power outages and water supply disruptions becoming commonplace. The strikes targeted essential infrastructure, including energy facilities, leading to widespread blackouts and water shortages. Civilian casualties have also increased, with reports of residential buildings being struck and civilians killed. In Lviv, one person died in such an incident. The targeting of civilian areas raises serious ethical and legal concerns about Russia's adherence to international humanitarian law. The targeting of civilian infrastructure and residential areas is not only a violation of international law, but also a strategic miscalculation. Such actions are likely to strengthen Ukrainian resolve and galvanize international support for Ukraine. The images of destroyed homes and suffering civilians reinforce the narrative of Russia as an aggressor, further isolating it globally. Ukraine's military response has been remarkably efficient. The use of electronic warfare units, mobile fire groups, and anti-aircraft missile systems has been crucial in repelling the attack. The Ukrainian Air Force has played a vital role, achieving an impressive interception rate of over 90%. One of the most striking aspects of the Russian offensive is its immense financial cost, estimated at approximately $1.26 billion. This includes the cost of advanced ballistic and cruise missiles and kamikaze drones. The financial burden of such an offensive raises questions about the sustainability of Russia's military campaign, especially given the impact of sanctions and economic isolation. Russia's reliance on expensive military hardware in a prolonged conflict is unsustainable, especially as the financial strain grows. This could lead to a shift in strategy, potentially towards more asymmetric warfare tactics. For Ukraine, successfully defending against such a large-scale offensive has bolstered morale and strengthened its position globally. Continued international support, both militarily and diplomatically, will be crucial in sustaining Ukraine's defense efforts. For Russia, the offensive represents a double-edged sword. While it demonstrates military capabilities, it also highlights the limitations of its strategy. The financial cost, international condemnation, and the resilience of Ukrainian defenses all suggest that Russia's campaign may not achieve its desired objectives. The long-term sustainability of Russia's military operations is in question, potentially leading to a strategic recalibration. The recent developments suggest that the conflict may be reaching a turning point. Ukraine's ability to withstand and repel such a massive offensive indicates that the tide may be turning in its favor. However, the situation remains fluid, and the international community must continue to support Ukraine to maintain its momentum and counter Russian aggression. The support of the international community, particularly from NATO and Western nations, has been instrumental in Ukraine's defense. Military aid, including advanced weaponry and training, has significantly enhanced Ukraine's capabilities. The upcoming Ramstein Contact Group meeting in Germany is expected to further bolster this support. The international community's unified stance against Russian aggression has been crucial in limiting Russia's ability to achieve its objectives. Sanctions, diplomatic isolation, and military support for Ukraine have all weakened Russia's position. The ongoing conflict continues to impose a significant human cost, with civilian casualties and displacement increasing. The destruction of infrastructure has worsened the humanitarian situation, making it difficult to deliver aid and exacerbating civilian suffering. The international community must prioritize humanitarian assistance and hold those responsible for war crimes accountable. As the conflict drags on, the future remains uncertain. The recent Russian offensive has highlighted the potential for further escalation, but it has also demonstrated the resilience of Ukrainian defenses and the limits of Russian military power. The possibility of a protracted conflict looms large, with both sides seemingly unwilling to back down. The international community's role in shaping the future of the conflict will be crucial. Diplomatic efforts to bring about a ceasefire or negotiated settlement must be pursued, even as military support for Ukraine continues. The balance between military pressure and diplomatic engagement will be key to achieving a resolution to the conflict. The Ukraine-Russia conflict has reached a critical juncture, with the future remaining uncertain. While Ukraine has shown remarkable resilience, the possibility of a prolonged conflict is very real. The international community must continue to support Ukraine while also exploring diplomatic avenues to bring about a resolution. The stakes are high, and the outcome of this conflict will have far-reaching implications for the future of international security and the global order. The recent escalation in the conflict represents a turning point. Russia's massive offensive has demonstrated its military capabilities, but also highlighted the resilience of Ukrainian defenses and the limitations of Russia's strategy. As the conflict enters a new phase, international support for Ukraine, combined with diplomatic efforts, will be essential in shaping the future of the conflict. The outcome will have profound implications for the future of Europe and the world, making it imperative to remain vigilant and committed to ensuring justice and peace prevail.